this ship must be cursed. It's the only way we can explain all this evil shit that's happening down there.
Let's just stay calm and relatively sane about this, okay?
Wait, where's Conrad? Has anyone seen him? We got split up.
Yeah, but just for a second. I tried to catch up, but he was gone.
Gone where? Why? This just doesn't add up.
He could be hurt. Bad, for all we know.
Your brother runs as fast as his mouth. I'm not worried about him.
Okay, we're going back right now and we're gonna find my brother.
Julia.
He could be dying right now. We have to.
We will. Just not yet. Did you happen to see Brad down there? My, brotherly instincts are going pretty crazy right now.
Sorry. I didn't.
God damn it. Come on. Where the hell are you, man?
What the fuck is going on with this ship? Because I gotta be honest, it feels like there's some like evil, like literal evil going on down there.
Let's just stay calm and relatively sane about this, okay?
The stuff I saw, it's like there were these old soldiers. They were bodies. They were dead, but then they came alive and...
That doesn't sound that crazy right about now.
Alex wasn't the only Alex.
What are you talking about?
There were things walking around with his face on them. Alex's face. It was horrifying.
Julia, I'd never hurt you. You know that, right?
No, I know. It's just...
This can't all be happening. Maybe like one thing could, but not all of these crazy things. It's too much of a coincidence. There's gotta be something going on here. What can we absolutely be sure about? What do we know that's real?
Did you see the gold? Anything?
It might be time to accept there's no gold here. Would have seen it by now.
What do you think actually happened to this place?
No idea.
I saw 1947 on the newspaper.
Is this a ghost ship? This place is
whole place
weird.
Reeks of weird. Dirty, stinky, weird. And I don't like it.
It's getting hard to tell what's real around here.
What happened to everybody on this
Pointless
ship?
questions.
Where did they all go?
You can smell death everywhere. It's like a tomb.
So where did all the corpses come from?
Apparently getting scared to death is an actual thing, because I'm pretty sure that's what happened to these guys.
We know more than we did before. That's something at least.
We're wasting time. Whatever we do, we have to do it now.
Time to get off this ship.
We're not going anywhere without the distributor cap. The Duke needs it to run.
Hold on. This ship's gotta have a radio. If we can find it and use it,
That's great, but do you think it still works?
just need to find a way up there.
I don't think it would work. They mentioned the radio transmission stopped. But I guess we can try that. Who discovered that? Was that Brad or Conrad? It might have been Brad or Conrad, which in that case we would have had that information.
We gotta get off this damn ship.
Yeah.
I feel like I really screwed up. I just feel bad right now. I just feel like I made some
I know it sounds crazy, but
real
maybe
bad
it was
mistakes.
these guns that took down the plane from our dive.
Those water effects are pretty interesting. A little strange, but they're interesting.
Great. Could have used these if they weren't Swiss cheesed.
See, the thing is with, like, I'm probably repeating myself twice.
Find a way up?
Sadly, no, but I'll keep my eyes open.
See, with games like this, I'm pretty sure I feel that the first playthrough is always the most,
Oh, damn.
it is the playthrough, you know? It's the one where you're like, okay, this is my story, these are the mistakes I made. That's kind of the whole point, right? Always ensure your mask is fitted before assisting anyone else with theirs. If you detect gas or hear the gas alarm, do not panic, remain calm, and clearly shout gas, gas, gas to warn anyone if there's a need. Hold your breath. Attach the gas mask carrier by placing the bag on your left arm. Pull the shoulder sling over your right shoulder and hook it onto the bag. Hook the belt around your waist. Remove your helmet. Oh, God. Do you want me to remember all of this fucking shit? It's not gonna happen, man. Attach the gas mask carrier by placing the bag under your left arm. Pull the shoulder sling over your right shoulder and hook it onto the bag. Hook the belt around your waist. Remove your helmet, pull the mask up to your face with both hands, put your chin inside the mask first, then pull the mask over your face and the harness straps over your head. Remove any potentially trapped gas, close the outlet valve, breathe out sharply, then push any remaining air out of the mask with your hands. Check for leaks by tightly squeezing the flexible corrugated hose with your hand and inhaling. The mask should crumple around your face. If the mask does not crumple, there may be a leak. Readjust the mask to ensure it is snug, then repeat the process above until the mask crumbles to ensure there are no leaks.
Must have been moving some pretty dangerous cargo.
Let go of the hose. You may now breathe as you normally would. Replace any headwear and close the carrier bag. You may now remove your mask only when you are told it is safe and instructed to do so. Prise the mask open slightly and smell the air. If you detect gas, close the opening. Repeat the process of closing the outlet valve, breathing out sharply, and pushing any potentially trapped gas out of the mask with your hands. Once you have removed the mask, place the mask and flexible corrugated hose into the carrier bag as you found it. You may remove the carrier if it is no longer required by unfastening the belt and shoulder sling. Gas masks will only be issued in the event of a gas leak. If I'm supposed to remember this, it's absolutely not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I can remember bits and pieces of it, but you're not going to expect me to remember every single slight detail that was explained in there. Plus, I don't even have the gas mask because we lost Brad. Now, what I was saying before was that with like games like this that are just like purely story-based is like, you know, this and like The Walking Dead, the Telltale series games and stuff. It's always like your first playthrough, that's your playthrough. You did what you did, you made the decisions you made, and you make the mistakes you make, right? So when so playing through it again and just fixing the mistakes you made is like, it just doesn't feel like there's as much value to it, I guess. It just feels like, oh, I'm just going back and undoing everything I did. Like, your mistakes don't add up, I guess. So I always feel like you do one playthrough and then you're like, okay, that's what I did. This is the outcome I came up with.
Hey, a little help over here.
And to redo it just kind of like removes a lot of the
this
stakes.
is our way up.
To know that
Give me
you can just do it perfectly, right? If I just go back and redo it, we can do it perfectly.
I'll pull you up.
But that takes away from you being in a part of the story, right? It takes away from that feeling of you having anything to do with what happens. But then there's another thing where it's like, okay, so I feel bad for all the mistakes I'm making, and I would like to be able to redo them, but at the same time, it just, you can't, you know, I guess. I don't know, It's just a weird thing, I guess, with these games. They always make me feel so bad when I fuck things up. Like, that I'm just like, okay, I've screwed up. I've screwed everything up. We're down 2 characters, and now it's like, I'm continuing this, I guess, but can I do it? I don't even know if I can complete the game, you know, with the things we've lost. Like, am I even going to be able to finish this game, or am I gonna have to replay it in order to get an ending that actually would count as an ending? See, like, I played 9 Hours, 9 Persons, 9 Doors. Kind of a mouthful of a title, but it's a DS game which basically has a bunch of different outcomes, and most of them are bad. So you want to get a good outcome. And I replayed that game so many times because
Gotta wait through here.
Because that was really the whole point of it, was that you're supposed to replay it until you get the ending that's correct. You're supposed to, like, the way they make it is like, they give you information throughout every playthrough. So you have that information, so you go back and start the game, and you're like, okay, I know this now, so I can adjust my playthrough. Like, that's kind of the point, is that you're supposed to fail on the first playthrough and the second playthrough until you figure out what's going on, and then you know, and then you're like, okay, now I know what to do. Like, that's the intended way of playing it. Something like this, I'm not sure if that's the case, because they give you the information you need in advance. And so I guess you are supposed to know it, and they intend you to keep playing in one playthrough, and not really to replay the game and fix what you did wrong. Because they give you the information to adjust for that stuff in advance, if that makes sense.
Huh. Last log shows him caught in a storm.
Wind at storm force, gaining strength. Weather is exceptional. Several lightning strikes hitting OM, but causing no sustained damage. We are leaking some water, but it is under control. Navigator report sea bed depth readable. A swell from the wheat. Oh, sure, there's an electrical storm. Okay. Sea going down. Noon, thick fog. PM, increasing head. PM, fog very thick. Dense fog continues. Okay, so there's some fog, I guess. I don't know how that information helps me. I'm really failing to understand the, what exactly we're supposed to do. There's something about a ritual, and I think we're supposed to do the ritual, but I don't believe that. I don't know if we can. First of all, if we don't have all 5 people, and second of all, I could barely read the thing, because the thing was like all messed up, and there was so much in it that I just don't understand. Like the symbols, there's like a blood symbol, a knife, a fucking something else. What the hell? Am I supposed to make sense of this? There's a bunch of names in there I don't understand. I don't know what the fuck. I'm assuming I just don't have enough information just yet, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get all of them. God, I hate stuff like this is really bothering me. So I'm like, okay, I have to adjust for this, but am I even gonna be able to? Because so far I've fucking failed, except for the ones that were pretty easy to adjust for. Like, I knew that guy was gonna show up there, and I knew that Brad was gonna get stabbed, and I was thinking, okay, I've got to avoid a situation in which I have to stab somebody. And then it was happening, and I was like, okay, there's this guy now, and then I should have somehow realized that was him after that last thrust. I don't know. was aiming for the heart, and I only realized that as soon as the frame was happening. So... that's my bad. I'm supposing we're just... nothing on here is... Is the point that nothing on here is actually dangerous and I should just not do anything?
Find a radio yet?
No, but there's gotta be a radio on this ship. There has to be.
Is that the idea? Because that sort of removes a bit of the fear factor.
Something's wrong here. If you were headed to San Francisco, you'd be crazy to take this route.
It's almost like they didn't want anyone to know they were coming.
Like hide and seek out in the ocean.
Ship was blown off course, cloud cover was bad. They couldn't establish a position.
I feel like I should move this down now, because I kind of want to just, like, slouch.
Yeah, that's gross. Looks like this poor sucker bit it right in the middle of his message.
Captain Morse. SOS, many crew dead.
Sounds pretty desperate.
I die. I die. Oh, it's this guy. I remember him. He was in the opening cutscene. Or not the opening cutscene,
Take
but
a
like
look.
the end of the opening thing.
No freaking way. This thing actually still works?
Well, radio science hasn't changed much in 70 years, as long as there's power.
I'll give it a whirl.
How is there power? Nobody's explained this to me.
Ah, it's working.
It's a number station. Military bandit.
Let's ask them for help. Hey! Hey! Is anyone out there hearing this? Hello?
Received. Over.
Holy shit! We got him! If you can hear us, we're on a ship, an old freighter. Our coordinates are approximately 12 degrees 30 minutes south, 151 degrees 20 minutes west. Please get here now. We need help.
Please repeat. Please repeat. Over.
We're on this like old freighter. We think the name of it is the Medan. Hello? Hello? Is anyone out there? Please come in.
Look at this.
It's gotten dark. I feel like I should turn on the light. At the same time, that kind of ruins the atmosphere, doesn't it? Don't know what else to
This
do.
has got to lead somewhere. Maybe we can find a way to get the power back.
We need to get that radio working.
I think someone should wait here in case a message comes through.
I'll go, obviously.
I'm coming too.
Hey, what? Julia, no.
You're not my bodyguard. I can take care of myself.
Whoa, whoa. If Julia says she can handle it, she can handle it. Case closed.
All right, you and me, Julia.
Audio was really starting to sound really pieced together there. Obviously, there's a lot of different ways that can go, so depending on the characters we have, maybe somebody else would have been like, I'll go. But also, Julia got real cut up there.
Broken bones? Everything still work?
Is everyone all right?
I'm okay.
Do you see anything? We're gonna have to find the generator. If we can get it started, we can power up the radio.
I'll wait here by the radio. Here.
Hey.
After you.
Looks like we're in the lower levels of the ship.
Here we are, okay. Definitely remember this place. Medical officer's report. Minutes of meeting between Scientist X, CWO Walter Bishop, and CWO Tom Palmer with Sergeant Peter Wood observing an extra meeting with the team says we can mutually learn. Same thing, the Western world must be protected from the United States, is where certain agencies investigating the chemical and biological agents in warfare are acts limited by the Geneva Protocol. If experiments we are unable to describes an investigation during to test the effects on human subjects of the molecule crystal structure hallucinogens codenamed Manchurian gold. It's all just hallucinations. None of it's even real. Ugh. Chemical munitions battle. It was even relatively minor, observed to trigger significant hallucinations, men highly convincing, subjects seeing and hearing things that really were not there even. Danger is manifold and in its intensity. Of course. It's all just hallucinations. There's no threat at all whatsoever. Except in our stupidity for
So it looks like there was some sort of fight, and this Charlie went to the brig.
On leave from duty, did display intoxication in a manner not becoming of a member of the U.S. Army. Private Anderson was engaging with another soldier in a drunken argument. It is the opinion of the arresting officer that this would lead to a public brawl, and steps were taken to ensure that both men were returned to their ship.
Sentence. Must have been a big fight.
Oh! This is... Never mind. I was wrong. It is the same document. I thought it was slightly different, but I don't think so. Arthur Miller, petty theft, one day break, small items. Yeah. 10 days, break found drunk, acting inappropriately.
Joe was in the sick bay.
Yeah, public intoxication, acting inappropriately, assigned to sick bay. Right. By the way, upon replaying, it's obvious that he was assigned to the sick bay because he got punched in the face.
I'm gonna need 100 hot baths if we ever get out of here.
We're gonna get
Obviously.
Julia.
I hope you're right.
Am I ever wrong? Might have been the son of someone on board.
Alright, we're back where we started, huh?